All right, YouTube fam, we're back here with the next installment of my KTM 250SX build. I'm just going to give you a little walk around, show you what I've done. Sorry I can't bring you along for all the putting it together, but I'm doing a very meticulous job, so I can't film at the same time. So I already showed you the other day that I got the motor all together. You can see how pretty she's looking. Really good. Today I did the exhaust system. FMF gnarly pipe. Bike already had it, so that's nothing new. But I got it all mounted up, and I really took my time mounting this up. It's actually better than they come from the factory. So I used, I have lots and lots of KTM bolts. I have a bolt kit, and so I went through and I found all the perfect length fasteners so everything runs flush, and I really spent time lining up all the mounting brackets so this pipe will not leak out the front, or shouldn't, fingers crossed. But this is actually better than they come from the factory. I know it doesn't really look exciting or anything, but I really put a lot of time and effort into getting this stuff all lined up correctly. This exhaust is super tight. It is not going to vibrate at all, rattle, nothing when I start this thing up. Got all the correct length fasteners and everything. Sorry, in the silencer, so you can see my FMF shorty here. Everything is lined up perfectly. It shouldn't rub on the shock. None of that. A lot of that happens on KTM models. You see a lot of rubbed shock springs, so I didn't want any of that in this machine. All right, so next step for me right now is I'm going to mount up some frame guards. Got brand new frame guards and stuff for it, factory OEM stuff, and I'm going to swap the wheels from my 350 over to this bike. This bike's going to be track bike, and so I want to put my nicer wheel set from the 350 onto this bike. It's actually a 2017 wheel set on my 350. I'm not sure, maybe the guy just thought they looked cool, so he spent the money and got a set of 2017 wheels. But my 350 wheels are in better shape. They're real true and tight, and so I'm going to put them on the track bike, and I'm going to put the beat up wheels from this bike onto my 350, because my 350 is just bouncing off rocks and stuff when I go out riding it, so it doesn't really need the nice wheels in it. Alright, this is where I ended up today. I'm going to show you before I button up and head off to work. Exhaust is all installed. Frame guards are all installed. Every nut and bolt and washer on this thing is polished and coated with anti-corrosive. So I know it doesn't look like I got a whole lot. It looks like I just put on 10 parts or something, but when you literally go through and clean up every single nut and bolt and washer that you're going to reuse, it starts to become a little bit of a labor of love, and it starts to look a little bit better. So it's starting to look pretty good to me so far. Yeah guys, so I know this isn't the sexiest build on YouTube, and there's a lot of really cool two-stroke builds going on out there, but you know, this build is different. And the reason this build is different is because I'm not sponsored by Rocky Mountain ATV. You know, I don't have a trust fund. I go to work just like all the rest of you guys, and I've done this build on $1,000. So this is something that you guys can actually do yourselves. While those bikes are super cool and I love to look at them, and they got all sorts of bling and everything on them, what they don't disclose is how much those bikes actually cost. And sometimes they're thousands more than even new bikes. So just go buy a damn new bike, right, and have it this super sick bike that's better than this old rattly jalopy that you're trying to fix up, other than it's really fun. So this bike is a budget build that you, the working man, can do just like I am, and all it is my time. Apparently I don't think my time is worth much money, so maybe if you make lots of money it's not worth your time. But yeah, it's fun. You learn a lot. This has really kind of sharpened my skills, just like the old days where I was, you know, hands-on a lot, and I've forgotten a lot of that. Just the little tips and tricks. Like I'm putting a little bit of moly grease on all the bolts so they don't get corroded. Just lots of things like that, you know, putting the bike back together. So this has been pretty fun for me, and I think it looks awesome for having $1,000 into it. And that includes the shock revalve. Yeah, sending the shock off and revalving it all in this bike for $1,000. So pretty freaking awesome. If you guys think that's pretty awesome, please give it a thumbs up so I can see that you appreciate it, and that we're doing a working man's build here. So I'll give you one little shot before I go, and we're getting pretty close to wrapping this thing up. She's almost ready to run. So all that said, does she look a little bit better now? Yeah. How do you guys like those white shrouds in there on the radiator? Nice little touch, huh? OEM KTM. So we're going to get the wheels on and stuff in the next episode, and we'll have her all locked up, ready to start up. I still haven't got the graphics and all the titanium bolts yet. Yes, I put titanium bolts even in this thing for $1,000. So thumbs up if you like. Let me know how I'm doing, and I appreciate you guys watching. Take care.